Spanish paella is the ultimate party dish. Step inside the Brown Lounge and we'll show you how we make it with our friends. Hi there, welcome to the Brown Lounge. I'm Holly Brown, and today I have my husband with me, Kevin Brown.
Hi everyone.
And we are going to show you how to make paella. We're actually getting ready for a big paella party. We throw a big party for 100 people. And tonight, he's going to show you how to make paella at home.
Yeah, so thanks Holly. So paella is very easy to make. It doesn't have to be complicated. You have to have a vision for your paella. We're going to make a paella tonight with chicken and sausage, which we like together with these beautiful mussels that we got from Penn Cove. A few things about the setup here. You're going to need first and foremost a paella pan. Right. We have a paella pan that serves 100, which is about 48 inches across, so it's big. So you have a great paella pan. We got this at the Spanish Table in downtown Seattle, where we do a lot of our shopping. We also got another really core ingredient, which is this rice. Right. This is called bomba rice from Valencia. You want to get high quality rice. Don't skimp on the rice. You can use arboreal rice if you prefer, or it's available at your grocery store. The other important parts here are tomatoes, onions, and garlic. Right. We will puree these after we chop them up in a food processor and spice it, and we'll cook it in this pan. We'll actually roast it in the pan for about 20-30 minutes. It's called sofrito. Sofrito is the base of paella, and don't skip that step either because it really gives a foundation to the rice, wonderfully seasons the rice before you put any broth on it. In the broth, as well as the stock, is another very important ingredient, which is saffron. Yeah. Saffron's super expensive, so you only need a pinch. I think this little bit is about $11, which is a lot. Just use a pinch. We're going to actually roast this in our oven for about 3-4 minutes to heat it up. And you want it a little bit crispier than it comes out of the jar. And then we're going to use a mortar and pestle and pulverize it and put it in our stock. We'll steep it like tea. It'll give the paella a really nice color, but better yet, a really nice flavor. Yeah. But you don't need too much. You're not going for shocking yellow paella. That's restaurant tourist stuff. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Sounds fantastic. I can't wait. So stick around. We're gonna show you step by step how to make a fabulous paella at home. And don't worry, you don't have to start with 100 people. We didn't. We started small, yeah. And you can too. So we'll be right back. A truly great paella is made with a wonderful fish stock. We'll show you how and give you all the detailed instructions on thebrownlounge.com. If you don't have time to make fish stock, go ahead and use chicken broth. Some people even use clam juice. But if you have the time, the fish broth is great.
We're using a seafood stock tonight. We bought these mussels yesterday. We used about a pound in a stock with some onions and some carrots and some oregano from our garden and some thyme. And then we cooked it a long time, reduced it down, added some more water, and then let it sit overnight in the refrigerator. So it's going to be tremendous.
And the beauty is you get to eat the mussels. A few of the mussels.
Yeah, use a couple handfuls. You get to eat the mussels over a glass of white wine the night before.
Sofrito is a combination of aromatic ingredients which have been cut up in small pieces and then are slowly sautéed in the paella pan for about 15 to 30 minutes. Sofrito gives a wonderful aromatic flavor to the paella. You make the sofrito in advance, and then at the right time, add them to the paella pan. Kevin will show you how. He learned to do this when he was a student studying at Salamanca University in Spain.
So we have about 1.5 medium-sized onions in the food processor, and we're just going to puree them. Now we're putting the tomatoes in the food processor. So our last step is we're going to add the garlic to this puree. About 2 cloves, and you're ready to go.
Once all of your ingredients are prepared, now it's time to really get the paella started. We like to cook ours outdoors, but of course you can cook it over the stove as well. Start with a hot paella pan with some oil in it, and then you begin with cooking the meat. Ultimately then you add the sofrito, cooking it down, adding the rice, adding the broth, and then the shellfish and vegetables. Paella is a wonderful, easy dish. It's fun to watch, everyone gathers around, and ultimately you're going to have a fabulous dinner party.
We're going to brown this chicken. And then we're going to brown the sausage right afterward once we get this chicken started. We've cooked the chicken and the sausage, and we've taken it out of the pan and into a big bowl so we can cook the sofrito in the paella pan. So this is the mixture that we made in the food processor with the tomatoes and the garlic and the onions. It's called sofrito. You know it's done when it's basically bubbling here, but all that residual liquid is almost gone. We're just about there. We're going to add the chicken back and then add the rice and the broth, and we're going to start. So I've just added 6 cups of rice, so it's just a little bit over 1 kilo of rice. It comes in 1 kilo bags, and I've just added that right into the mix, and I'm going to add my broth on top of this and stir it up and then let it sit. So let me add the broth. Okay, so we had the stock on the stove and we want it hot.
So approximately how long will it take until you're ready to put on the shellfish at the end?
About 10 minutes, 15 minutes. We're going to cook this down. Okay, so we're adding our mussels right on top of this last one. You just want to push them down because they'll cook right on the pan. All this broth will cook down and almost to nothing. And then we'll test the rice by eating some, and then we'll know. Okay, so you can see our mussels are starting to open, and our finishing touch with this paella is we're going to just add this asparagus in kind of a star, and then we'll test the rice to make sure it's done. But we're about, I don't know, about 5 minutes from that point because the liquid still hasn't cooked down. And then it's more of a taste, texture thing.
Grab your plate. Grab your friend's plate. Grab your neighbor's plate. So here we are. This is it. This is the paella. We're going to serve it to all of our friends. It's a wonderful dish. It's a great community dish. Thank you so much for watching the Brown Lounge. Thank you.
Thank you.
Fabulous. My fabulous chef husband. He's the best. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, subscribe to us on YouTube, enter our contest. We're promoting the Ultimate Paella Party Sweepstakes. Enter and you could win the Ultimate Paella Party Kit. It includes everything you need to get your paella party started. Go for it.
See you next time.
It's not real heavy. It's not really big.